I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs for me.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Michel. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked knocked back around the 28. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Tackled back.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll run with White, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it. Exactly what happened. A loss resulted. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Block going to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a toss left side, Michel. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Patriots. Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Patriots 0.
First down, here's White. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Patriots.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sonny Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Locke off of play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Good go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down at the
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Good for a Patriot.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Broncos 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Broncos' big-ticket acquisition, it's Melvin Gordon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Now to the air, Lock. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Lock going to get this into the hands of Gordon.
Lock's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Hurts. To Michel on the screen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And his throw here is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I think Josh Uche has got to be one of the poster guys for perseverance. Remember, he didn't start any games at Michigan in his first 3 years. But his final year on campus, he showed just how dangerous he could be as a blitzer, as we just saw there. Great speed and athleticism for a linebacker. He's going to be hard to slow down coming off the edge.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his... And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Able to spin free. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Alex Barnes with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
The tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Locke working out of the gun. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now fourth down.
Locke going to go on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Patriots.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
2-yard gain.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, a Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt.
51-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 12. From the gun, Locke. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Jarvis.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
They run, Chubb, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
39-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13, Locke, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Broncos.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the carry, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that's caught by Landry for a Denver touchdown.
Jarvis Landry. Touchdown.
Jarvis Landry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
14.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shrugs off another. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Michel, they toss it out right to him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Block off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Jennings in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.